Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 postseason is on the air. We are back at the ballpark in Arlington. This is Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Texas Rangers. This series is tied at 1. Pretty much 3 of the 4 series are tied at 1 in the LDS round. The only one, of course, the Yankees having a 2-0 lead on the Red Sox. We are at the ballpark in Arlington here as the Indians now make their trip here, Texas, to the Gator Rangers. And this should be a good matchup as this series is tied at 1 apiece. So far, we've had a bunch of surprises here in the early goings of the LDS round, but anything is possible here at Inside Pitch. So as everyone is set and ready to go, we should have a good game tonight. Philip Reynolds is first to join us here at the ballpark. So if everyone is set and ready, there's not an empty seat anywhere here in Arlington. It's time to get ready for some baseball now, as we now at the other stadiums here in the LDS round. Enough babbling. Let's go. Let's play some baseball. Starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers, their number 3 starter, John Burkett. 9 wins, 8 losses, a 5.62 ERA in 99. He is making his first appearance here in the postseason. We are at the ballpark in Arlington. Hitters Park, 212 home runs, -1 to strikeouts, -2 to walks. And with that saying, we'll probably have a pitcher's duel. So who knows what will happen. We've had some pretty good matchups so far. Anything is possible at Inside Pitch. As Ben Witz now joins us here at the ballpark and watching the living room, which means I must be on the big screen. Am I right? Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Indians, center fielder Kenny Lofton, who some people think belongs in the Hall of Fame. You can make an argument. Lofton is 1 for 9 for the postseason, however. We're going to use red, white, and white dice. Rangers are the home team. Again, not a bad crowd here in Arlington. This ALDS now goes here. Series tied at 1. Who will win tonight? And who will be facing elimination in Game 4? Burkett, 2-2 against the lefty, blank. Lofton, 3-1, base hit. Lofton will lead off with a single, and he'll head to first. Leadoff hit for the Indians. And that will bring up the shortstop, Omar Vizquel. He is 1 for 7 for the playoffs. Lofton at 25 steals, infield double play, and he gets the jump. 16 - 3 is 13. Rodriguez -2 is 11. I'm not going to send him at this time. Burkett, 3-4. Wild pitch. No, it's a blank. Vizquel, 1-3, and it's a base hit past first. Vizquel will get a single. Lofton's got the speed. He'll make third easy. And just like that, the Indians have runners at first and third and no one out. David Vega and Doug Hunt join us here at the ballpark. That'll bring up the second baseman, Roberto Alomar, Hall of Famer, one of the best second basemen ever. Alomar, however, is 1 for 9 for the postseason. Infield is going to play at double play depth. It's very early, and I just don't want to give up the big inning. Strategy roll. That is a 1. Vizquel gets the jump. 16 - 3 is 13. Rodriguez, a -2 is 11. He's not going to go. It's early. Burkett will pitch. Burkett, 1-6. It's a blank. Alomar, 6-6, and it's a ground ball to third. 2-2-2-3. Second base pivot, McLemore, 0. 1-3. It's a double play. They won't get it. The only play he had was the first. Lofton will score. Vizquel will go to second. Alomar is out, but the Indians will jump out to a quick 1-0 lead. As they do not get the double play, but they will get the out. That'll bring up the right fielder, Manny Ramirez. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Ramirez is 5 for 9 for the Indians right now. He's already the leading hitter, only, of course, after a couple of games. He has 2 bombs. 1 out, Vizquel on at second. And that is a 1. He gets the jump to go to third, but he'll stay put. Burkett, 3-2, possible error. Manram, 6-1, fly ball, center field. That ball is hit to Tom Goodwin. His error rating is a 2. That's a 14. He'll make the catch. And Vizquel, 4-1, is going to advance to third. It was deep enough. So Vizquel will head to third base on a 4-1 on the roll there. So he'll go to third on a fly out to center. But now 2 away. And that will bring up the first baseman, Jim Thome, Hall of Famer. One of the greatest home run hitters ever. He's 3 for 9 for the postseason. Cutter Historical joins us here at the ballpark in Arlington. Strategy roll for Vizquel. He'll stay put. Burkett, 1-3, strikeout. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. First strikeout for Burkett. He had 96 Ks in 99, but the Indians get on the board first. 1 run on 2 hits, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Must be here. His tribe is on the channel. Yeah, you think he would be. Of course, his Guardians were eliminated in the division series. By the way, Cutter, your Blue Jays are absolutely dismantling the Yankees after 2 games. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians, their number 3 starter, Charles Nagy. 17 wins, 11 losses, a 4.95 ERA in 99. He's making his first appearance in the postseason. Leading off for the Rangers, second baseman Mark McLemore. He is 1 for 7 for the playoffs. Nagy will pitch. Nagy, 5-4, it's a blank. McLemore, 6-3, and against the righty, it's a base hit. McLemore will lead off with a single. He'll hit 1 past second. So he'll get to first. And that will bring up the catcher, Pudge, Ivan Rodriguez, one of the greatest catchers ever. Rodriguez, however, is 2 for 8 for the postseason, and he has 2 home runs already. Infield, a double play depth. Strategy roll, nothing on the 17. McLemore will stay put. Nagy, 2-3, strikeout, and that will miss. Pudge, 2-5, it's a fly to right. That'll be handled by Manram, and he'll make the play for out number 1. Dismantling, not if you saw how good the Yankees were to being down 11-0. Outscored at 7-2, the momentum heading into game 3. Well, they still won, right? You have momentum, but you're up 2-0. So what momentum to me doesn't matter anything when you're up 2-0. They got to win 3 straight, and I don't know if that's going to happen. Next batter is the left fielder, Rusty Greer. Greer is 0 for 9 for the playoffs. He's still looking for his first hit. Nothing happening with McLemore. Nagy, 6-2, possible error. Greer, 3-5. It's a fly to right. That ball is hit to Ramirez. His error rating is a 5. That's a 1, and Ramirez is going to drop it. That's going to be a drop fly ball to right field. That'll automatically put McLemore on at third. Greer goes to second. And they'll hold. So McLemore will actually make third. Greer goes to second. That is an E9. Wow. Manny Ramirez drops a fly, or probably really didn't drop it. It may just kick off his glove. And now runners at second and third, and only 1 out. So first error on the Indians is Manram couldn't make the play out there. And now the right fielder, Juan Gonzalez. He is 4 for 8 for the playoffs. Infield is going to play in, even though with runners at second and third, they'll play it in here. Strategy roll, nothing on the 5. Nagy will pitch. Nagy, 3-2, strikeout, no. Gonzalez, 1-1. It's a fly to left, and that'll be handled by David Justice. And that's out number 2. Gonzalez, a sacrifice fly of 3, +1 hit to left makes him a 4. He will bring in McLemore. McLemore will score. Will Greer go to third? No, he won't. He'll stay at second base on a 2-2. So it's a sacrifice fly for Wangan, ties the game up at 1. So the error does allow a run to come in. So sacrifice fly to left. And now here's the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Put him in the Hall of Fame. He's 4 for 9 for the playoffs, and he's got 2 bombs. So now 2 outs. Greer on at second. Strategy, nothing on the 13. Nagy will pitch. Nagy, 4-3, strikeout. That's too high. Palmeiro, 6-1, and it's a base hit to center field. Will that score Greer? A 2-5 on a single, and yes, it will. Greer will come in around. He will score. Palmeiro goes to first, and just like that, the Rangers now have a 2-1 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Palmeiro. And now the third baseman, Todd Zeile. Zeile is 1 for 9 for the playoffs. 2 outs now. Already a lot happening in this first inning. Palmeiro, he will stay put. Nagy, 2-4. Wild pitch, a possible pass ball. Diaz's pass ball rating is a 4, and he will be a pass ball. Palmeiro goes to second. Now Zeile will swing. 2-3, and it's a grounder to second, and that'll be handled by Roberto Alomar, and he will throw to first to retire the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 sacrifice fly. Rangers have a 2-1 lead after 1. Timeout for 1 quick second. Okay. We go to the top of the second. Rangers a 2-1 lead. Leading off for the Indians will be the designated hitter, Harold Baines. Harold Baines started the season with the Baltimore Orioles, wound up on the Indians later. Hall of Famer? No. Baines, however, is 2 for 7 for the playoffs. Burkett will deal. Burkett, 6-6, blank. Baines, 4-3, and he grounds it right back to the pitcher. Some Hall of Famer he is. He just chops it right back to Burkett. Burkett laughs at him before throwing him out at first. Here's the left fielder, David Justice. Justice is 2 for 7 for the playoffs. Burkett, 2-2 against the lefty, blank. Justice, 5-5, base hit into center field. Justice will get a single. He'll head to first. Nice hit for him. And here's the third baseman, Travis Fryman. Fryman is 3 for 7 for the playoffs. Infield is at double play. Strategy roll, Justice stays put. Burkett, 1-5 at the park. Ballpark at Arlington, 2-1. It's a double into right field. That'll go all the way to the wall. Justice, will he score a double to right? 3-2, and he 3-2 advances 2 out to center. Advances 2 out of its hit to center. He advances if he has a 2+ rating. He does. Justice is going to be good enough. He will come around. He will score. We're tied at 2. So Travis Fryman will get an RBI double and tie this game right up. Stadium groans. Fryman on at second now with 1 out. And here's the catcher, Einar Diaz. Diaz is 1 for 6 for the playoffs. Runner on at second, now tied at 2. Strategy roll, Fryman. That's a 20. Burkett turns around to get him, and he did! Picked him off! Burkett is a 1-4 pickoff. That is a 4, and he got Fryman. 2 down. Fryman picked off at second base by Burkett. Should have been paying attention. And now Diaz will bat with the bases empty. Burkett, 1-1, strikeout, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that will retire the side. Second strikeout for Burkett. 1 run on 2 hits for the Indians as we now go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Rangers, their designated hitter, Lee Stevens. Stevens is 2 for 7 for the playoffs. He has a home run. Nagy will deal. 3-1, error on a grounder. Stevens, 5-1. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Travis Fryman. His error rating is a 6. That's a 14. There won't be an error. There will be an out, and that's 1 down. Here's the shortstop, Royce Clayton. Clayton is 2 for 6 for the playoffs. Nagy with the deal. 1-5, walk plus, ball 4. He'll walk Clayton. First walk given up by Nagy. Nagy had 55 walks in 99 and 202 innings pitched. That's not bad. And now the center fielder, Tom Goodwin. Goodwin is 0 for 5 for the postseason. He's looking for his first hit. Clayton had 8 steals, and he will not get one here. Nagy, 3-1, error on a grounder. Goodwin, 3-4. That's another ground ball to third. This one again is hit to Fryman. His error rating is a 6. That's a 6. This time he will make an error. He wasn't expecting the ball to take a bad hop. It popped in his glove and then dropped it, and everyone is safe. That's an E5. First error, for a second error on the Indians. They've got 2 in this ball game so far. We'll see if the Rangers can capitalize. Here's McLemore. McLemore got a single his first time up. Strategy roll. That's a 20, but Nagy has no pickoff rating, so concentrate on McLemore. 1-3, hit by pitch. No. McLemore, 2-2, powered into left field. That's a 16, and that's going to go all the way to the wall, bounce off the wall, roll all the way out there and in the outfield. Clayton will score. Goodwin will score. McLemore slides into third. That's a triple. 4-2 Rangers. Stadium cheers. Yay! Two RBI triple for McLemore. And now the Rangers have a 4-2 lead. We're only in the second inning right now. And now the batter is Pudge. Pudge is 0 for 1. Infield's going to play in. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Strategy roll for McLemore. He'll stay put. Nagy, that error really hurt. Nagy, 3-6 at the blank. Pudge, 5-5. Ground ball to third. McLemore's base running rating is a 2. But the infield is in, and with 1 out, I usually do the normal infield in rules. And you got a 4-2 lead. He's got good speed. McLemore is going to come to the plate, and they're going to throw and they are going to, well, you know what? Let's find out if he goes. A 1-2, he goes. He does. McLemore. Now, the question is, do the Indians want to get him out or take the shore out at first? You know what? They're going to let him score, take the shore out at first. It's going to be 5-2 Rangers, but I think that's the right thing. It's still early in the ball game. So coming in to score is McLemore. That'll be a ground ball to Rodriguez. The throw goes to first for the out, 2 down. But now 5-2 Rangers. And now the batter is Greer. Greer reached on an error his first time up. I think that's the right call. He had a 50% chance of scoring when I use the original infield in rules. Nagy, 2-2 against the lefty. It's blank. Greer, 3-2, fly to right field. That'll be handled by Manram, and he'll get to it and put it away. 3 runs on only 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 error. 5-2 Rangers, only after 2, though. Maybe it was a good call for CLE baseball fan not to be here. We go to the top of the third, and it will be Kenny Lofton leading off. He got a single his first time up. 5-2 Rangers, but we're still early. Burkett, 2-4, strikeout, no. Lofton, 1-5, fly ball center field. And it will be Goodwin getting to that one away. Here's Vizquel. Vizquel got a single his first time up. Pitch from Burkett, 5-3, strikeout, and got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Third K for Burkett. And now here's Alomar. Alomar's 0 for 1. Burkett, he will pitch. 6-1, it's a blank. Alomar, 3-6, and it's a ground ball to third, easily handled by Todd Zeal. And he will get it, throw it over, and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Tribe. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Nagy can pitch to 28, and Burkett, he can only pitch to 22 before he gets tired. Juan Gonzalez leads off for the Lone Stars. He got a sacrifice fly his first time up. 5-2 Rangers already in the third. Nagy, 4-3, strikeout, got him. And that's going to be the first strikeout for Charles Nagy. He had 126 of them in 99. Here's Palmeiro. Palmeiro got a single his first time up. Nagy will deal. 6-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Palmeiro, 1-1, grounded to second. That'll be picked up by Alomar. And he'll toss it over, 2 down. And now here's Zeal. Zeal 0 for 1. Nagy will deal. 1-5. That's a walk plus. That'll be ball 4. He'll walk Zeal. And that is going to be the second walk given up by Charles Nagy. And now Stevens has a chance to come up. He's 0 for 1. Zeal had 1 stolen base. He won't, and he's not going to get it here. Nagy sets up and deals. 6-1. Another walk plus, and that's going to be ball 4, and that will be ball 4. That becomes a 16. -2 is a 14. That is a 14, barely. And right now, Nagy is having some problems out there. That's his third walk. It'll now bring up Clayton. Clayton walked his first time up. Still 2 outs, bottom of the third. But the Rangers have a 5-2 lead here. Strategy, nothing on the 8. Clayton very capable of maybe blowing this game open early. Nagy, 5-6. Home run result, but the 8's going to be too high. Clayton, 2-4, and he chops over it, grounds it to short. It'll be handled there by Vizquel. He's got it. He's going to throw to second against Stevens, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except a couple of walks. 5-2 Rangers after 3. Who will get the momentum going into Game 4? And who will be facing elimination in Game 4 of this series? Top of the fourth. Manram leads off. He's 0 for 1. Right now, John Burkett has a 3-run lead to work with here at the ballpark. Burkett, 5-6 blank. Ramirez, 5-1. Ground ball hit the third base, and that'll be handled by Zeal. And Zeal throws it over, 1 down. Here's Tommy. Tommy 0 for 1. Burkett will pitch. Burkett, 3-2, possible error. Tommy, 1-1. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Zeal. Zeal's error rating is a 12. That's a 14. Zeal's got it, and he'll throw it over to first for out number 2. May have bobbled it a little bit, but caught himself and made the play. Now the batter is Baines. Baines is 0 for 1. Burkett, 3-2. Again, possible error. Baines, 2-5. It's a ground ball to first this time. That ball is hit to Palmeiro. His error rating is a 3. That's a 4. He bobbles it a little bit, but he'll make the play. Burkett will come over, throws to first to Burkett, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Indians. Palmeiro almost blew it, but he gets Baines. Baines laughs at Palmeiro, saying, I'm in the Hall of Fame and you're not. Palmeiro says you shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame and I should be. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Tom Goodwin leads off for the Rangers. He reached on an error his first time up. 5-2 Rangers, bottom of the fourth, early. Nagy, 2-5. That's a pitcher result that is going to be a base hit right past the pitcher and up the middle. Nagy does not look like he has it tonight. That's going to be a single for Goodwin, his first hit of the ball game. It will now bring up McLemore. McLemore 2 for 2, a single and a triple. Infield a double play. Goodwin had 39 steals. He's a thief. He's not going anywhere. McLemore gets the bunt sign. He says, you kidding me? I'm swinging away. Nagy, 1-3, hit by pitch. No. McLemore, 6-5, a line drive to second. That's out number 1. And that 10, Goodwin is going to be safe. He'll get back. So that's a line out to second base, 1 down. Goodwin gets back to first. It'll now bring up Pudge. Pudge is 0 for 2. Goodwin on it first, strategy, and he will stay. Well, he gets the steal sign, and he's going. 16-0. And Diaz -1. A 1-15. Goodwin steals second base. And it's a possible error. Bad throw by Diaz. His error rating is a 9. And he throws it into the outfield. Goodwin will go to third. And the Indians are not getting breaks. Stolen base and an E2. That is the third error on the Indians in this game. And that puts Goodwin on at third base. Now the infield has to come in for Rodriguez, and he'll bat. Strategy rolls again. Nothing on the 3. Goodwin will stay put. Nagy will pitch. Nagy, 1-3, hit by pitch. No. Pudge, 1-5, base hit. Single to right field. Goodwin will walk on home. Rodriguez goes to first at 6-2 Rangers. Stadium cheers. Yay! First hit of the game for Pudge. It'll bring up Greer, and now already action in the Indian bullpen. But some of it really is not Nagy's fault. There are 3 errors by the Indians in this ball game. Infield goes back to double play. Now 6-2 Rangers. Here's Greer. Greer is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Strategy roll, and Pudge will stay put. Nagy, 4-6, strikeout, no. Greer, a 1-2, it's flied to right. That'll be handled by Manram, and that will be out number 2. And now here's Wangan. Gonzalez is 0 for 2, but has a sacrifice fly. Rodriguez will stay put. Nagy, 5-6, home run result against the righty. Gonzalez needs a 17, and that's a 19. 1 gone, 1-6. Instead, he's going to get over it and chop it to short, and that'll be handled by Vizquel. He's got it. He'll throw to second to get Pudge, and the inning is over. Wow, 1 gone, just missed one. But they do get a run. 1 run on 2 hits, a stolen base, and 1 error. It's now 6-2 Rangers after 4. And maybe Cutter Historical is right. Maybe it's better that CLE baseball fan is not here to watch this. Especially after his Guardians got taken out by the Cats. It's in real life. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Tribe will be David Justice. He got a single his first time up. Burkett will pitch. Burkett, 3-1, walk plus, ball 4. He'll walk Justice, and Burkett will give up his first walk of the game. Burkett only had 45 walks in 99. And now here's Fryman. Fryman got a double his first time up. Infield double play. Strategy rolls are still on. And nothing on the 3. Justice will stay put. You're down by 4 runs. You're not really stealing or doing anything. But the pitchers can still get a chance to get a pick off. Burkett, 3-5. Error on a grounder. Fryman, 5-1. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Clayton. His error rating is a 10. That's a 10. And he is going to make an error as well. Wow. Did everybody forget to play defense tonight? That's going to be an E5. And that'll be the first error on the Rangers in the ball game. And that allows runners to go first and second and nobody out. And Burkett looks at Clayton and says, come on, man, you got to make that play. So now runners at first and second with nobody out. And the batter is Diaz. Actually, it's an E6, my bad. Hit to Clayton. Here's Diaz. He's 0 for 2. Nobody out. Infield a double play depth. 6-2 Rangers, but now the Indians are threatening. Strategy. Nothing on the 17. Burkett will pitch. Burkett, 4-2. Strikeout, and wow, just missed. Diaz, 2-2. It's a fly to center field. That'll be taken care of by Goodwin, and that will be out number 1. Justice. Does he try to take third? You're down by 4 runs. I don't think so. I'm going to keep him at second base. 1 out. To get thrown out at third would be a mistake right now. So Justice will not go anywhere. As they're down by 4 runs, it's out number 1. I could have rolled, but I said, nah. Top of the order, here's Lofton. Lofton 1 for 2 with a single. Runners at first and second for the try, but Burkett trying to weasel his way out of this one. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Burkett, 3-6, error on a throw. Lofton, 5-2. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Clayton again. His error rating is a 10. That's a 17. Now, he's not going to make an error. Let's see where this would be. 2-2-3. Second base pivot, McLemore, 0. A 1-3. This is a possible double play. It's a 6. So the throw goes to first, which means the pivot man will not have to be checked. So the only play they had was the first. So the runners will advance. Lofton is out at first, 2 down. So a nice play there by Clayton to make sure he gets the out. But it does advance the runners on the grounder to short. And now it's up to Vizquel. Vizquel is 1 for 2 with a single. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Rangers lead 6-2. Series tied at 1 here in this ALDS. Strategy. Nothing on the 6. Burkett will pitch. Burkett, 4-5. Strikeout. No. Vizquel. A 4-1, and it's a grounder to second base. McLemore is up with it. He'll throw over to first, and the Indians get nothing. No runs, no hits, 1 error and a walk, but the Indians don't get anything out of it. You guys get nothing. Good day, sir. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Rafael Palmeiro leads off for the Lone Stars. He is 1 for 2 with a single. 6-2 Rangers here. Series tied at 1. Pitch from Nagy. 1-3. Hit by pitch. No. Palmeiro. 1-4. Grounder to second. Handled by Alomar. And he'll throw to first, out number 1. Here comes Zeal. Zeal is 0 for 1 with a walk. Nagy will deal. 5-5. Home run chance. 14 is high. Zeal. 2-1. And he gets over that. It's grounder to third. And Fryman will handle it. And over it goes. 2 down. And now Stevens 0 for 1 with a walk. Nagy sets up and deals. Nagy 5-1 at the park. Arlington 3-2, and it is a grounder to second base. Taken care of by Alomar. He'll take his time and toss it over and retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning by Charles Nagy, but the Indians are having problems getting through John Burkett. But the story at the moment is the 3 errors committed by the Tribe. 6-2 after 5. We go to the 6th inning. John Burkett can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. This will probably be his last inning. Roberto Alomar leads off. He is 0 for 2. 6-2 here, top of the 6th. Just starting now the game 3s of this LDS round. Burkett 1-5 at the park. Arlington 6-4. Home run to the post side against a righty. Alomar needs a 10, and they can't get a break. That is an 11. So that is going to be a high fly ball to right field, and Gonzalez is at the track. He is at the wall, and he's going to make the catch maybe a few feet in front of it. 1 out. Alomar just missed it. Here's Manram. He's 0 for 2. Burkett, 6-4, blank. Manram, 3-4, and against the righty, he chops it to first. Easy play for Palmeiro. He'll take it to the bag himself, 2 down. Burkett is now tired. He says, I can pitch, coach. Here comes Tommy. Tommy is 0 for 2. Maybe Burkett may go 1 more inning. We'll see. Burkett will deal. Burkett, 1-5. That's at the park. Arlington, 2-4. Grounded right to first base again. Palmeiro will take that as well. He'll take it to the bag and step on the bag and retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Tribe. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Royce Clayton leads off for the Rangers. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Game 3 of this ALDS. Indians and Rangers here. Rangers lead 6-2. Nagy with the deal. 3-6 at the blank. Clayton, 3-2. Pop fly ball to third base. It's in foul territory. But Fryman says he'll get it. And he will. And that is the first out. Next batter is Goodwin. Goodwin is 1 for 2. Single, stole a base, and reached on an error. Nagy will pitch to Goodwin. And 6-1. Walk plus. That's ball 4 and just barely. Goodwin, but 9 minus 2 becomes a 7, but the walk plus is a 17. That is a 17, and he does walk him. And that is the 4th walk given up by Nagy. It will bring up McLemore. And that might be it for Nagy, and I think it is. McLemore hits righties very well. That's going to be it for Nagy. They're going to yank him out now. The Indians are going to go to the bullpen. So Nagy's going to leave with the L, and we'll see a new pitcher. And it looks like they're going to turn him around and bring on a lefty. And that is going to be Ricardo Rincon. Rincon making a second appearance of the postseason. No stats. But he will go ahead and come in to pitch. He can pitch to 3. So we'll see what he does. So Ricardo Rincon will deal with McLemore. Infield is at double play depth. Goodwin at 39 steals. Still strategy roll. And that's a 20. Rincon fires to try to get Goodwin. And no. Rincon did not get him. Rincon does have a balk rating. Got to be careful with that. That's why you still roll. Rincon will deal. Rincon 1-3. It's a blank. McLemore 4-4. Ground ball to short. 2-3-4. Second base pivot. Alomar 0-1-4. They got it. Side retired. Bringing in Rincon was the right idea. 4-6-3 double play. Nothing across except a walk. And it's still 6-2 after 6. As usual, you just don't see managing like that on the other channel with the fluffy cat and those boring red and those boring cards that just have they're just colored red and blue. I mean, really. We go to the top of the 7th. Burkett is tired. Harold Baines leading off for the Indians. He's 0 for 2. Baines, let's see. He hits right. He might be worse again. It really doesn't matter what arm is up there, really. Got left, and right. I think the Rangers are going to go to the bull. I think they're going to go to the bullpen. And that's what they're going to do. Burkett's going to come out of the game. He pitched beautifully. He'll leave with the W. And coming on to pitch for the Rangers is going to be Mike Venafro. Venafro is making his first appearance of the postseason. 3 wins, 2 losses, no saves, a 3.29 ERA. Mike Venafro, good pitch, not a bad pitcher. And he'll come on to pitch, and he can pitch 2-4. So Mike Venafro making his first appearance of the postseason. Venafro will deal with Baines. 1 out here. Nope, nobody out. Sorry. Starting the top of the 7th. 6-2 Rangers. Venafro. 2-6. Strikeout and got him. Baines goes down on strikes. And Venafro had 37 Ks in 99. Some Hall of Famer Baines is. Here's Justice. Justice is 1 for 2. Singled and walked. He's a little worse against lefties. Venafro will deal. 5-1. Range play. Justice. 2-3. It's a single past second, but it's a range play for McLemore. His range is a 3. And he's got it. What a play by McLemore. He'll throw to first to get the out. 2 now. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Took a single away from Justice. And now here's Fryman. Fryman is 1 for 2. Doubled and reached on an error. Now 2 outs. Venafro will deal. Venafro, 5-3. Error on a throw. Fryman, 2-5. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And Rusty Greer is going to get to it. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Tribe. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night, we go back to the senior circuit for Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. John Smoltz will be going for the Braves, and Andy Bennis will be going for the Diamondbacks. That series is tied at 1, so a big momentum game tomorrow night here on the network. The Bravos and the Snakes. That'll be tomorrow night on the network for Inside Pitch. Bottom of the 7th here, Rangers a 6-2 lead. Pudge will lead off. Rodriguez is 1 for 3 with a single. Rincon, he's going to pitch to Pudge. Or will he? He got right, left, and right. No, actually, Rincon is done. So they're going to bring Rincon out. We'll see a new pitcher for the Rangers. And it is going to be Paul Shuey. Shuey making his second appearance of the postseason. No stats, though. So Shuey will go ahead and pitch to Pudge. Bottom of the seventh, 6-2. World's worst gamer joins us here at the ballpark. Shuey, 1-6. Strikeout, no. Pudge, 1-2. Base hit, center field. Pudge will get a single. Pudge gets his second hit of the game, and Shuey can pitch to 5. So he will now get on first. The next batter is Greer. Greer is 0 for 3, but reached on an error. Infield a double play. Strategy rolls are now off. Shuey, 1-4. Error on a throw. Greer, 3-6. It's a ground ball to second. That ball is hit to Alomar. His error rating is a 2. That's a 6. Now he will not make an error. 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot Vizquel 0. A 1-3. This could be a double play. It is. Now Vizquel's error rating is a 6. He will not make an error on the throw. So that's a 4-6-3 double play, 2 outs. So a nice clear double play, so nobody makes an error there. So 2 down. And we'll now bring up Wangan. Wangan 0 for 3, but he has a sacrifice fly. 2 men down. Shuey will pitch. Shuey, 5-5, walk plus, and 19, no. That's too high. Gonzalez, 1-1, flies 1 to left. That'll be handled by Justice, and he'll make the play, retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Rangers. They have a 6-2 lead after 7, though. We go to the 8th. Leading off for the Indians is Einar Diaz. He is 0 for 2. Venafro can pitch to one more batter. Venafro, let's see, right, left, and switch. Diaz does not hit lefties very well. Doesn't hit lefties as well as righties. I'm going to let him pitch. We can pitch to one more batter. Venafro is going to deal with Diaz. Venafro, 3-5, strikeout, got him. Struck him out. Big strikeout there by Venafro, 1 down. And now here's Lofton. Venafro is tired. He says, I'll pitch to Lofton. Lofton is 1 for 3. Venafro will deal. Venafro, 4-2, walk plus. That will be ball 4. And now Lofton trots to first. And now here's Vizquel, and that'll be it for Venafro. So Venafro did his job, and he winds up with a hold. So I'll give him a hold at the moment for now. But we'll see a new pitcher for the Rangers, and I think they're going to go with a righty, and it is going to be Jeff Zimmerman. Zimmerman making his 3rd appearance of the postseason. He does not have any stats, but normally there to get strikeouts, which he usually does. So Zimmerman will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 5. And he's got Special K as well, so he's a tough out. So Zimmerman making his 3rd appearance of the postseason. Infield is that double play. 6-2 Rangers. Strategy rolls are off. Zimmerman, 1-5. Home run chance against a switch left. The 11 is too high. Vizquel, 6-5, and he flies 1 to center field. It'll stay in the park easy. Goodwin will get to it, and that's out number 2. Zimmerman almost made a mistake there. And now here's Alomar. Alomar is 0 for 3. 2 men down, top of the 8th. 6-2 Rangers. Zimmerman will deal. Zimmerman, 3-4. That is an automatic out, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. And Greer will get to that one. He'll make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across except the walk will go to the bottom of the 8th. Well, right now the Rangers are in command of the game. Rafael Palmeiro leads off. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Shuey, he can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. And let's see if the Indians want to bring in another lefty. They do, and they're going to do that. Shuey going to come out of the game, and coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Paul Ossenmacher. Ossenmacher making his second appearance of the postseason. So Ossenmacher will deal with Palmeiro here. Bottom of the 8, 6-2. Ossenmacher. 5-2. Range play. Palmeiro. 5-1. Fly ball left field. That ball is hit to David Justice. His range is a 4. And he won't get it. And that's going to be a double for Palmeiro. Palmeiro will smack a double into left field. Justice could not get. Nobody would have gotten that. And Palmeiro leads off with a big double. It'll now bring up Zeal. Zeal is 0 for 2 with a walk. Palmeiro on at second, and they're going to intentionally walk Zeal, which will not count against Ossenmacher's at bats to bring up Lee Stevens. They're going to intentionally walk him and set up for a double play. Indians cannot allow any runs, so they're going to set for double play depth. So here is Stevens, although Stevens hits lefties pretty well. Stevens is 0 for 2 with a walk, so they intentionally walk Zeal to hit to Stevens. It really didn't matter, but Ossenmacher is going to try to get the play. Ossenmacher, 6-6, error on a throw. Stevens, 3-1. It's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Tomey. His error rating is a 3. That's a 13. Now, he doesn't make an error. Question is, do they get a chance to double play? 2-2-2. Shortstop pivot. Vizquel is 0. A 1-2. This could be a double play. It is not. It's going to be a fielder's choice. So the only play they have is to get Zeal. So Palmeiro goes to third. Zeal is out. Stevens is safe on a fielder's choice. So no relay back to first. So it is a fielder's choice for Stevens. And now runners at the corners and 1 out. And here's Clayton. Clayton is 0 for 3. And Ossenmacher, that even though the intentional walk did not count against Ossenmacher's fatigue rating, he has pitched. I think he has pitched. He has pitched to 3 batters. Baseball rules, guys. Question for the chat. Do intentional walks count against the 3 batter rule? Does anybody know that? So if you get 3, if you bring it for the 3 batter rule, which of course I know in 99 they didn't use, but I use it. So for the 3 batter rules, do intentional walks count on the 3 batter rule or no? Does that count as a batter? I know it counts as a plate appearance, but does that count as an at-bat? Does anybody know? Because if it doesn't, then Ossenmacher has to pitch to Clayton. If not, I can bring him out. So does anybody know? Does an intentional walk? You're seeing no. Craig Scarborough joins us here at the ballpark. You're seeing no. You do not know, but it should. Does intentional walk count against the 3 batter rule? Let's find that out real fast. Real quick. Does intentional walk count against the 3 batter rule? That's a good question. An intentional walk does not count against the 3 batter rule. The rule change in 2017 allows the defensive team manager to signal for intentional walk, which does not add any pitches to the pitcher's total pitch count. So if it does not count against the 3 batter rule, that means that I can yank him. That means I can yank him, can I? If it doesn't count, if it did count against the 3 batter rule, that means that baseball rules. Jeez. Let me do that again. So hold on. Does not. This change was made to speed up the game, eliminate a boring aspect of the base. This rule change allows the defensive team to have a single potential walk, which does not add any pitches to the pitcher's total pitch count. So okay, so I'm going to say it says it does not count against the 3-batter rule, so he does have to face the batter. So he does have to face Clayton. Okay, so Wassenmacher will pitch to Clayton. Clayton is 0 for 2. This is a big at bat. 6-2 Rangers. Infield is going to play in. They cannot allow Palmeiro to score. With 1 out, I'll use the normal infield in procedure. Wassenmacher will pitch. Wassenmacher, 2-1, walk plus, ball 4. Well, that didn't matter anyway. So Wassenmacher walks Clayton. And now the batter is Goodwin, and now that will be it for Wassenmacher. He will come out. So Wassenmacher coming out of the game. And they're going to bring in another lefty here to deal with Goodwin, and it's going to be Mark Langston. Mark Langston coming on to pitch. This is his second appearance in the postseason. And Langston has no official results. So bases loaded here. Infield is going to play in. Mark Langston to pitch to Goodwin. Big at bat here, bottom of the 8th. Rangers lead 6-2. A big clear chance for the Rangers to blow this wide open here in Game 3 of this ALDS. Langston will pitch. Langston, 1-3. Wild pitch. No, but a possible pass ball. Diaz's pass ball rating is a 4. And he's got it. He prevents the ball from passing him, but now Goodwin gets the swing. Goodwin, 6-3, and against the lefty, it's a base hit past second. Palmeiro will score. Stevens will score. Clayton goes to third. Goodwin to first. It's 8-2 Rangers. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI, 2 RBI single for Goodwin. And the Rangers now have an 8-2 lead. And it doesn't look like the Indians are coming back in this one. And now the batter is McLemore. McLemore is 2 for 4 with a single and a triple. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Now they're going to go to double play depth and just try to get this inning over with, as the Indians are now thinking about Game 4. Langston will deal. 5-4. Strikeout plus. The 19. Got him. They'll get McLemore on that K. And Langston had 43 strikeouts, 2 down. And now the batter is Pudge. Pudge is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Clayton on at third, Goodwin on at first. Langston will pitch. Langston, 2-6, hit by pitch. No. Pudge, 3-3, and it's a base hit to center field. Clayton will come in to score. Goodwin on a single to center, 4-6. Single to center, 4-6. It's advances if it was hit to right field. He's going to hold at second base. Goodwin will hold at hold. It had to be hit to right field to be a single to center, so Goodwin holds at second base. But another run scores for the Rangers. It's now 9-2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Now a 9-2 Ranger lead, and now the batter is Greer. Pudge, that's his third hit of the game. Greer is 0 for 4, but he did reach on an error. Indians already thinking about Game 4 of this series, but it looks like they'll be facing elimination. Langston will pitch. Langston, 5-3, strikeout, no. Greer 1-2, fly ball right field. Manny Ramirez will get to that. He'll make the play and retire the side. 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks. And the Rangers have a 9-2 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Jeff Zimmerman can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. This is not a save situation. He's going to stay on the mound. Why not? Manny Ramirez leads off for the Indians here in the top of the 9th. Ramirez is 0 for 3. Indians got out to a 1-0 start, and the Rangers scored 2 in the first and 3 in the second. And now the Rangers right now look like they'll be 1 game away from going to the ALCS, but there's still 3 more outs left here. Zimmerman, 6-5. That's an automatic out. It's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled by Zeal. And Zeal will throw it over, 1 down. And now Tomey. Tomey is 0 for 3. Zimmerman will pitch. Zimmerman, 3-2. Range play at the park. Arlington, 1-3. It's a blank. We're going to have a rare play with bases empty. So rare play, bases empty. 34. Grounder to first base, who flips the pitcher, covering for the out, but the pitcher and the hitter collide behind the bag. Check for injury to both the pitcher and the hitter. So we got to check injuries to Zimmerman and Tomey. Yeesh. All right, so remember, injuries are full-time. Zimmerman will do first. Zimmerman's first. His injury rating is a 0, so let's see what his roll is. We roll on this chart. And Zimmerman is fine. Zimmerman says, I'm okay, I can pitch. Tomey, however, his injury rating is a 2. So let's see what happens to Tomey here. Tomey will be fine on a 1. He'll be out for the game for the remainder of this game, 2 or 3. You cannot roll a 4, 5, or 6. It is a 5. Wow. Game plus 2d6. I think the Indians just lost Tomey for the rest of the postseason. Game plus 6. So they loses him for 7 games. Tomey is out. They just lost Tomey for 7 games, which means he is out for the rest of this series, which can go no more than 2 more. He would be out for 5 of the ALCS. So I'm going to put Tomey, he is done for the next 2 series. Jim Tomey is out. Youch. And that is the second out anyway. And now the last chance. I just want to see that wasn't out, right? Yeah, so it wasn't out. So the last chance for the Indians is Harold Baines. So Baines is 0 for 3. 2 men down, top of the 9th, 9-2 Rangers. But that may have just cost Jim Tomey the rest of the post. At least the only way he gets back in probably is if the Indians make the World Series. He would be out for games 1 to 5 of the ALCS if they even get there. So and since that's more than half of that series, I will immediately put him on the IL, which means I got to bring in a new player for the Indians. Meanwhile, we got to do this. Zimmerman against Baines. Baines is 0 for 3. The fans here at the ballpark at Arlington hoping Zimmerman can get 1 more out. Zimmerman, 2-2, and that's what he got. It's an automatic out. It's going to be a ground ball to third. It'll be picked up by Zeal. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. Rangers are going to be 1 game away from the American League Championship Series. They win it tonight, 9-2. Stadium cheers. Yay! But the big story is Jim Thome out for the rest of this series and out for the ALCS if they get there. On a huge injury to Jim Thome. Jim Thome injured for 7 more games, which means he's out for this series, and he's out for more than half of the LCS round, which means the only way he comes back is if the Indians get to the World Series. That's more than half. I usually will not bring in somebody back if it's more than half of the series. But the Rangers do get the win tonight. Final line score coming up. For the Rangers, 9 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. For the Indians, 2 runs on 4 hits and 3 huge errors. The winning pitcher is John Burkett. He'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. Venefro and Zimmerman will both pick up their first holds for the postseason. Charles Nagy drops to 0-1 on the postseason. And, of course, there's no save in this ball game. So the Rangers are now 1 game away from the ALCS as CLE baseball fan joins us here and gets the bad news. We'll see what happens as there's 1 more game to play in this series, at least in a game 4. Tomorrow night, game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. John Smoltz going for the Braves. Andy Bennis going for the Diamondbacks. That series is tied at 1. Who will be taking that chance and be facing elimination in game 4 of that series? Braves and the D-backs, game 3 tomorrow night here on the network. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Rangers go ahead and take the Tribe and just go ahead and do the job. They win it tonight 9-2. The Rangers lead this American League Division Series 2-1.